Okay, here's another beautiful piece of church music called The Gift of Love. And it's American folk tune. I have two scores for this one. This one is an A major, but I also have a G major with chord charts. Sometimes I use a different one. I don't know who gave it to me, but it's like two different editions. So the tempo stated with gentle flow, quarter note equal to 100 beats. You know, we've been trying this several ways to do, and I believe 100 beats doesn't really work. I don't want to say it's fast or slow, it just doesn't work. It's American folk tune, so I guess that's the way it should be done. But what we tried to do it a little faster, like 120, and then when you go 120, it sounds more contemporary nowadays. And plus, you get a feel of a cut time. So it's not 4/4 anymore, it's two halves. Something like that. Or we also try to do it slower, like quarter note equal 80 beats per minute, and it when we go like this, then I have more chances to play this 8 notes strumming. Like this. So that would make it sound more contemporary too. I don't know, this is just my ideas. Now, it sort of has 3 verses. And the first one looks like it should be done by the choir. So yes, we have soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Though when I did this with the choir, at least I don't have any videos on that. I have one video with cantor singing this, the whole song, and I don't remember if we did this with the choir or not. But the first verse goes with the choir. Then the second verse, it's definitely can be done just by a cantor. And then the third verse goes, now we have the choir with sort of like counterpoint of the cantor. So, which makes the song really nice and sound really interesting. Now, since we have a choir, I normally would play this as written, creating this kind of like a strumming accompaniment by, you know, sort of like harmonizing in my head. But this is very simple, it's all very basic harmonization. Now for the second refrain, for the second verse, when we have just a cantor, so there is no really harmony for the choir, so I can get free and harmonize it a little differently. So just sort of like create an alternative harmonization, sort of getting to a minor mode. So yeah. So this will make the second verse sound like an actual verse, and returning back to original harmonization for the last verse will make this the whole song, the form of the song, like ABA, which will make it sound interesting. Now, another thing, the cantor on that video that I took, the only one video for this song I have, cut me off here in this measure. Well, but in this interlude, so the connection between first and second verse, it has 6 measures of interlude, but she cut me off in a 4th measure, which is, I understand her, because it sounds sort of like this is the time to start singing the second verse. They don't really look for this, they don't count measures, they just rely on a chance. Maybe they're right. Most of the time they're wrong. But so the beginning of the interlude is actually right here, because some of the cantors think the beginning of the interlude when they don't sing anything, but no, this is the music. It's still the music. It's not just the math. It's not about number of measures and beats. It's still the music. So the beginning of the interlude starts when the cantor sing, or the choir sing, the last measure of the verse. So that's the beginning. That's the second. And that's where she cut me off. Yes, and it's logical because it's a dominant. Here's E major to, it's a dominant to the first, to the A major. So it feels like, yes, that this is where she could start, but it has 2 more measures, and well, they sort of like, they're not completely useless. So this is the end of the interlude, the piano interlude. And this is a preparation, 2 measures, 2 preparation measures for the cantor to start. Yeah, well, it makes sense, but 6 measures of interlude doesn't make any sense. 4 and 8, that would make a sense. So if the arranger, if he would write the interlude for 6 measures plus these 2, but it should be kind of like composed completely different, so it's not like adding extra of something. Or just to avoid these 2 measures, the cantor could start here in the 4th measure, like that lady on my video did. So it felt like with this, yeah, because it's a dominant chord. Why not? So I guess that's all what I can say about the song. Off for now. Thanks for watching.